After signing a consent form, participants' journey begins. The researcher acts as a guide who takes the immersant into the multisensory space where the immersant is invited to pick up an article to wear as a costume on their journey, and a diffuser fills the room with the smell of pine forest. The immersant hears night crickets and crackling of the fire from the distance. The immersant takes the lantern to light their way through a dark corridor towards a campfire. Once reaching the campfire, immersant sits down into a camp chair where they find a mug with hot chocolate and a childhood treat waiting for them. Next to the chair, the immersant notices a piece of paper instructing them to choose a talisman spirit animal from 3 origami animals: an owl, a frog, or a deer. The immersant reflects on his decisions, shouts out the animal, and throws the talisman into the fire. Next, a blue light illuminates a tent, inviting the immersant into the tent to prepare for the VR experience. The VR headset appears as a mask of the animal spirit that the immersant has chosen. After putting on the headset and the headphones, the immersant finds themselves in a virtual tent in a night forest. The immersant leans their head to travel. A magical sprite creature lures the immersant out of the tent to explore the night forest and take a leap of faith into the lake. Passing through the underwater environment, the immersant finds themselves in outer space, where they are led to the climax of the experience, an awe-inspiring scene of Earth and Sun in space. After orbiting around the Earth, the immersant wakes up back in the tent, where it is now daytime. The immersant is welcomed by the sound of birds chirping, daytime trees projected, and an extinguished campfire. The talisman they previously selected is perched on top of the cooler. The immersant sees a journal and paper for drawing on their camp chair, inviting them to reflect on their experience. Upon completing the reflection, the immersant heads back through the tunnel to the entrance, where the researcher waits for them. The immersant follows the researcher out of the experience space and into the lab. The participant completes demographic self-transcendent emotions and presence questionnaires. He reflects on his experience one last time in the interview. At the end of the interview, the researcher accidentally drops pens that the immersant reaches down to pick up. The journal entries and the drawing task gives us information on the components of participants' experience, as well as their creative expressiveness and the perceived sense of self in the world.